Okay, I'm going to share some of my creative storage hacks for my journaling materials. I have a whole nother way of how I store all of my other hobbies and art stuff hidden throughout my house, but I have a small space and I don't have a dedicated desk. So this is one little section I'll show today. And for me, the biggest thing with how I organize was making it seem like it was part of this bookshelf and aesthetically the best way possible. And for me, that was getting these little, I think they're A7 cover books from Amazon, and then getting the zippered file kind of holders to put and categorize what works for me categorically, meaning, so this book is animals. And the color theory, I messed up initially because I didn't know where I was going to stick everything. So when I have more money, I'll probably get different colors, but I had to put a little label. So A for animals, E for embellishments, P for people, S for, I forget, this S is for scenes. So this is scenery. The stickers, and these are all stickers, by the way. So scenery kind of things. Windows with a scene. And I put them in this way. And then this one is steampunk. So this is just all steampunk related stickers, frames. And I had quite a lot, so I wanted to keep it in its own little book. And then I put little stickies on top. Houses, sky houses. These are doors, people, hardstock paper stickers, flowers and plants, clocks, animals, and then findings and embellishments. So that's how I organize most of my stickers. And then, like, of course, people. So this is anything with, well, I put fairies in here, human fairies, stuff like that. But all human people related. And then this is now embellishments. So books, keys, mirrors, windows, and frames. And these aren't all stickers. Most of them are stickers, but see how some of them are bigger, so they wouldn't have fit in those little A7 doors, frames, windows without scenes on them, picture frame kind of things. And that's where I stick all of these. And then I forget whose TikTok, but for PET and washi, I don't like the rolls. I tend to forget about them when they're rolled up. So I cut mine all up and put them in this double-sided filing system. And I'll have to link the TikToker shop I bought this from, but I do think you can get it on Amazon and Temu. And that's where I cut them to size and put them in here. And then this little green box is where I keep kind of miscellaneous stickers, ephemera, tags, things that are not necessarily like labels, but they have designs on them. So I stick them in here, and then the littlest ones go in a little box. And in this little box, I got this from Hobby Lobby. That's where I keep all my scissors. And funny enough, these are actually mostly from my mom when she did creative, I think it was creative design back in the 90s and 80s. Was the original kind of junk journaling with photos. So most of these are hers. I stuck them there. And then this box also from Hobby Lobby, is where I put my specialty glitters, and I use these for resin also. So it's ice resin, but they work with glue. They're really pretty, metallic-y, and they're also more on the expensive high end. So I put those here, and these of course are just glitter glues from Michaels, but I didn't want to mix them up with my other glitter stuff. And that is what I have on this little section of my shelf.